crew, I'm finally back again. I apologize for the time off. I had to take a break, spend time with my friends and family. You know, the holiday season is all about getting together with the people you love, your closest loved ones, and just spending time together. So that's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks. I still got some reviews I need to post. I got the pink Powerpuff Girls. I'm gonna put that review up this week, as well as those reverse Grinches. I ain't bring that to the channel, so y'all be getting those soon. But right now, I gotta give y'all my top 10 sneakers of 2023. Now, before we jump in the list, I gotta give a shout out to the Fresh crew. Of course, in 2023, we hit that 5K point, and the goal for 2024 is to hit that 10K point. So I need everybody to stop what they doing now. Go down, click that subscribe button. It's free of charge. It helps out the channel, helps me bring more reviews y'all way, and I need more members of the Fresh crew. So go ahead and do that now. Make sure you follow our other social media pages at Fresh Colorway on TikTok and on Instagram. Now, I did do a review on every shoe that's on this list. So as I'm going through telling you my numbers and my shoes, how I line them up and rank them for 2023, you can click the links above, and that'll take you to the full in-depth review if you didn't have a chance to check it out when it originally dropped. Now, the number 10 shoe on the list is a shoe that dropped. It is a re-release. I want to say this shoe originally dropped in like 2001 or something like that is when we got these. I just know it's been a long time. And they came out to every JD Sports and they sat for a while. And that's the Nike Air Max 1, the Chili's. Now, these Chili Air Max 1s is one of my favorite ones of the year for sure. And it's just a nice clean shoe. I actually doubled up on this shoe. This is a shoe that I do wear a lot, you know. It's just a nice neutral color. You got the grays, the blacks, the white, a little hint of red splashed in there. And you could get a lot of mileage out of these. Air Max 1s definitely made a comeback this year. And I feel like they kind of oversaturated us with them as of late. But this is number 10 spot on the list. So let's jump into number 9 next. Now, the number 9 shoe on the list is one that y'all probably forgot about, and a lot of y'all disrespected these after they dropped, but the hype building up to this shoe was kind of hype, and that's the Jordan 12 a ma Meniere's. Now, these Meniere 12s was fire in my humble opinion. I don't understand why the disrespect was so rampant after this shoe dropped. Like, the resale price is ridiculously low. I think you can pick these up for less than retail at this point, so you can pick these up on StockX for way under retail in just about every size. I feel kind of dumb that I paid retail for these. Like, no, actually I paid resale for these, and that's ridiculous. Like, I feel stupid. But, you know, that comes with the territory when it comes to the sneaker game. Sometimes these shoes sell out so quick, and you don't know if you ever gonna see them again for that price, so you just kind of strike while the iron's hot. I regret not waiting on these to drop a little bit, because I could have got these for way less than retail, but this is one that I'm glad to have in the collection. We didn't know about the cherries, whether we was gonna get them or not, and all this and that. And this is a nice little rendition of it. That burgundy really pops. It's a really dark burgundy color. The premium materials on this shoe. This is one that I'm glad to keep in the collection for 2023. Now let's jump into number 8. Now, the number 8 shoe on the list is one from the home team, and that's the Nike Airship Corporate Bottoms. Now, these corporate Airships was one of the ones. Like, these are one of the ones I was glad to have in the collection. It's just a different shoe. I don't have any shoes that's remotely this color in my collection, so I'm glad that I got this one. It's just very dope. The materials was nice. They had the gear that, you know, the drip that released with it with the Jordan corporate hoodie. You know, I got pictures of it on my Instagram if y'all haven't seen it. Plus the corporate t-shirt. You know, they had the hats to go with it, everything, you know. Just very dope. It had a nice keychain, hang tag, the lace swap you could do with these, but this was a very nice shoe. And just one that's unique that we may never see again, to be honest. Like, the collaborations, when they collaborate with these sneaker boutiques, you do gotta kind of get your hands on them while you can. And I'm glad that I got these in the collection. So number 8 on the list is the Corporate Bottom. Now let's go to number 7. Now, what can I say, man? I am a hometown kid, so number 7 on the list is the Adidas Erica Poem. Now, one thing about these Erica Poems, like, if I had to say storytelling of the year, by far, this shoe ranks supreme. Like, it's the Erica Poem as well as the Grandma Ugly Couch. Both of these, the storytelling was just so crazy. I got the Mom's Ugly Couch, but it's in the other room, so I ain't gonna get it. But you can check both of these reviews above now. But as far as colors and style-wise and everything, these Erica Poems are special. Like, it came with all the shoelaces and premium material, lyrics to the poem on the shoe, all kind of goodies that came in the box, and posters and keychains, and it's all kind of crazy stuff. So this one is definitely a top 10 shoe of 2023, no matter how you shake it out. I know this year was kind of dominated by SBs, But this one is off the chain. Like, this had to make my list. So that's the number 7 shoe on the list. That's the Adidas Rivalry Low, the Erica Poems. All right, so I don't want y'all to slander me for my number 6 on the list, because a lot of people got this at number 1 on their list. And that's the Jordan 3 Reimagined, the white cement. Now, these white cement 3s is a fire shoe. Like, I can't lie. Like, when it comes to the Reimagined series, this is probably like the second best, right behind the Lost and Found. But this one, you know, it's a good shoe. It's just a little plain for my taste, you know. I haven't pulled mine off of ice yet. I still ain't went on foot with mine yet. I'm gonna keep these dead stock for a while. I did have the white cements when they released a little while ago, you know, with the Jordan on the back, I wanna say. But this one, you know, it's a fire shoe. It's OG over everything in my book. So, you know, I had to pick them up. These definitely stayed in the collection. I should have doubled up on them, but it's all right. I got one pair, they cool. But this is the number 6 shoe. You know, it is a nice shoe, but I couldn't put it in the top 5. And you're about to see why. So let's get into the number 5 sneaker from 2023. The number 5 sneaker for 2023 is the Nike SB Dunk Low, born and raised. Like, y'all can't disrespect these born and raised. Like, even though if you watch my review on this, I was kind of hating on the born and raised a little bit, just because like that resale price was ridiculous. You know, the release was kind of just so crazy. You know, rest in peace to the owner, Mr. Chris Spanto. You know, you can't say that enough, man, because he did drop a fire shoe. I respect what he did with the Born and Raised brand. I myself am not from the West Coast. I wasn't super familiar with the brand prior to the Nike collaboration. However, like, it's no doubt that people love Born and Raised. Like, it just built a culture out there. It's a huge culture out there that follows. They have a real big following, and you can't deny it with this shoe. But the release was just so wild, and, you know, the resale price was so crazy. But all in all, this is a fire shoe, man, with a pink lace swap. These are crazy. Like, I can't even hold you. Like, this is a crazy shoe. The materials are nice, you know, with the hologram on the back. I can't knock this shoe at all. So this one takes the number 5 slot on the 2023 list. See, now we getting into the real heavy hitters. Like, all these could be somebody number 1. Like, you know, when you get to the top 4, any one of these could be number 1 on anybody's list, and I'm not arguing with you. So number 5 for me is the Jordan 5 Alma Year them black pairs. Like, this one is crazy. This one might be sneaker of the year on a lot of people's lists, just to be honest with you. The only critique that I have on this shoe at all is that they should have put a burgundy or a cream reflective. They could have did anything with the Nike Air on the back instead of all blacking it out. That's the only critique that I got from the shoe. Otherwise, this one was perfectly executed. Like, when you go on foot with these, they just drip so clean. It's almost a black metallic, but it's just enough of a splash of a different color to make it set out. Yo, it stands out. And they got the already yellow cage system. You know, this one is crazy. And they got the A's on the cage that's stitched in on the back. They put their foot in this one. Like, they really put their foot in this one. This one is crazy. The white pair is nice too, but I gotta lean towards this one on the top 5 list. You know, this one makes the top 4. It's at the number 4 slot. So now let's go on to the number 3, and we get into the cream of the crop for sure. So the number 3 shoe from 2023 is them Jordan 3 J Balvins. Them Balvins was crazy. Like, this is proof that less is more. This was an all-over sale shoe with premium materials, with that gradient on the back with the Nike Air. Man, they clowned on this shoe. The only thing on this shoe that they could have improved, though, just like the other shoe, they don't never give you the perfect shoe. It's always one little critique. They should have not went with the icy outer sole. My bad, my bottoms is dirty. I've been on foot with mine. They should have kept it cream on the outer sole, or maybe gave us the gradient again on the outer sole or something. But the icy outer sole is the only knock that I have from this shoe. Otherwise, perfect execution. We get part 2 next year, the all black joints. The Rio, I want to say they call them. I can't wait for them to drop. Them a must cop. Them a must cop. So I'm going to definitely have those, bring those to the channel. But number 3 is the J Balvin. Now let's take a look at number 2. Now the number 2 shoe on my list is one that people had a tough time getting their hands on. I did cop a double up of these, and that's the Nike SB Dunk Low Doritos. Now these Doritos, these was something special. Like, if y'all don't know, you can't cut away the upper on this shoe, and it reveals like that orange, you know, underneath. It came with all the different colors. I had the jacket to match. You know, it came with the gear to go with it. It just was an all-around fire shoe. And the Doritos is just one of those shoes that we may never see those again. Like, those may never touch down again. They're not gonna restock. It was a one and done with this shoe. And this was one that had to go in your collection if you was an SB fan, or if it was just the type of shoe that you know, just wanted to grab because you know you was never gonna see them again. All the skateboarders came out. People had special boxes paying a ridiculous amount for them. So this one, the fanfare surrounding the Doritos, is really what took the SBs, in my humble opinion, to that next level on 2023. Every SB that dropped after the Doritos, they didn't sit at all. Like you didn't have a chance really to get them, you know, even prior to Doritos. But the Doritos, to me, that's when the fanfare really started picking up for the SBs, and they just ain't been missing at all after that. So the Doritos take the number 2 spot. So I'm gonna see if y'all can guess what the number 1 spot is. Y'all should know what the number 1 shoe is. It's a shoe that I doubled up on. I still got another pair on ice, and that's the Jordan 4 SB Pine Green. I can't even argue. Like, this one was a work of art. Like, they gotta give us another SB4. They have to. I don't know what kind of colorway they gonna go with. I don't know how they gonna drip it, but it's gonna be hard to follow up this Pine Green SB4. This one was a little too perfect. It was a little too fire with the gum outer sole. I've been beating my pair to the ground. Like, I wear my pair a lot. You know, with the green Nike Air on the back, with the SB, you know, with the rubber back flap, and man, with the red hints on the tongue. It's just one of those shoes that's a working of art. At this point, you know, they up there now. I think these are around like 700-800, somewhere 600-700 in my size 12. It's not a cheap shoe at all at this point, and they ain't gonna do nothing but keep going up. It ain't no more restocks. Like, if you don't got these by now, you won't be getting them. You know, it's pretty much out the picture. But if you were blessed to get your hands on them at release, especially if you hit for retail, that was a home run. This was sneaker of the year. Like, this one was one we gonna look back on. Like, man, y'all remember them SB4 Pine Greens when they dropped? Bro, them fire. So, like, I gotta keep these in a collection. And I'm interested to hear from the Fresh crew. What do y'all got as y'all number 1 sneaker of the year? When did I leave off the list? Drop that down in the comment section below. And I need you to join the Fresh crew. How you join the Fresh crew? You click like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on social media at Fresh Colorway on TikTok and Instagram. It's your boy Mo signing out for Fresh Colorway, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.